In 1918, a French ocean liner turned troop transporter got torpedoed by a German U-boat. 107 years later, we are diving down to the SS Polynesien in today's episode on the DiveSAGA channel. This is the small European island nation of Malta, a tiny country in the middle of the Mediterranean and on the crossroads between world events for centuries. That's why I'm spending the next few episodes diving into Malta's past to uncover some of its stories. Today we are diving into a time when World War I came to Malta. The SS Polynesien was a French ocean liner that was transporting troops from Tunisia to Greece, when on the 10th of August 1918 it got hit by a torpedo from a German U-boat and sank, right here off of the coast of Malta. The SS Polynesien has been laying on the ocean floor at a depth of 68 meters or 223 feet for over 107 years. And today we're going to take a look. We've been blessed with the help of the Malta Tourism Authority and Underwater Cultural Heritage Malta to explore the wreck of the Polynesian. It's a wreck that's been on my bucket list for a long time, and those of you who are curious should check out underwatermalta.org, where the Cultural Heritage Project has created an extensive library of 3D models of the wrecks around Malta, including the SS Polynesien. As mentioned earlier, the Poly lies at 68 meters or 223 feet. And by all accounts, if you're a diver, you know that's not just a chill recreational dive. That's a little bit complicated. So we've assembled a bit of a team to make sure that we absolutely do get the shots that we want to get in the short amount of time that we have. Our day starts with an absolutely amazing view of the Maltese capital of Valletta as we load our dive boat. Malta in general and Valletta in particular are rife with history. Valletta's 16th century buildings were constructed by the infamous Knights Hospitaller, and Malta has played a vital role throughout all of Mediterranean history. For some of this history, we'll need to dive deep and fight the elements, so our Maltese friend Jon brought his fleet of Seacraft DPVs to help us manage the infamous currents around the SS Polynesien. Because of the depth, bottom time will be limited, so I install cameras everywhere. This is a bucket list dive, and I do not want to miss a single shot. The SS Polynesien lies 13 kilometers or 8 miles off of Valletta in the middle of the blue ocean. So it is a bit of a difficult dive because it's known to have a lot of currents, and since there are no reference points, it can be tricky. I've been told that conditions are going to be very good today, and I hope that we're lucky. Time to cast off. Captain Mark is determined to drop us right on top of the wreck of the SS Polynesien. The Polynesian or Polynésien was a French passenger ocean liner built in 1890, over 130 years ago. Designed to transport all types and classes of passengers over large distances, such as on voyages from France to Australia, for instance. However, when World War I broke out, the French government requisitioned her to serve as a troop transporter and outfitted her with defenses, such as a cannon on her stern, making her an interesting relic of World War I maritime history. It's worth knowing that the wreck of the SS Polynesien is classified by the Maltese government as a protected underwater archaeological zone, managed by Heritage Malta. Official permits are required to dive the wreck. Our team consists of Maltese diver and photographer Jon Borg, who knows the wreck well, Italian diver Daniele Bertaggia, who will be verifying the shot line, and German underwater photographer Nadine Bauer. And of course, myself. Together, we're aiming to shoot photos and videos that the Malta Tourism Authority and Heritage Malta can use to further promote diving and conservation of their precious underwater cultural heritage. This looks easier than it is, because with ripping currents, a depth of 68 meters 223 feet, and all the technical considerations a dive like this requires, we will have our hands full. Our dive starts with an immediate fight against the current. The descent is a 68 meters straight drop along the shot line. Failing to stay near this line while descending would simply rip us out into the open ocean with no other option but to abort the dive. We are lucky. The water is clear and our shot line has landed perfectly next to the wreck of the SS Polynesien, a colossal wreck 107 years underwater. Time to get to work. We want to do our best to come back from this dive with some beautiful imagery. But at 68 meters, 223 feet, our bottom time is extremely limited, and the decompression time adds up quickly. We are using a mixture of 18% oxygen and 35% helium. This mixture is what's known as a Trimix. This mix should give us the ideal oxygen partial pressure at this depth, and the helium content keeps gas narcosis under control, so we can think clearly. The SS Polynesien is 152.5 meters or 500 feet long. That's huge and very difficult to cover in one dive. But we cruise along her deck and try to take stock of all the structures we encounter. Moreover, the SS Polynesien is teeming with life. Remember that the SS Polynesien is not an artificially sunken wreck. She was transporting troops from Tunisia to Greece when a German U-boat fired a torpedo and sank her. Most passengers survived this attack, but 11 crew members and 6 passengers died, making the SS Polynesien a gravesite. Despite having already been underwater for 107 years, the Polynesian still has surprising amounts of detail, and it's almost impossible to take it all in. If you're a loyal viewer of the DiveSAGA channel, then you probably know that I absolutely love eerie dive sites with great historical gravitas. I think it's safe to say that the SS Polynesien fits that description. One part of this massive World War I wreck that is of particular interest is on the stern. Although the SS Polynesien was designed as a civilian ocean liner, the stern had been outfitted with a gun to protect itself during its task of transporting troops. Time is of the essence. So before our bottom time is up, I absolutely want to get a good look at this contraption. We have diver Daniele in the picture for scale. This gun is absolutely massive. Sadly, despite all best intentions, a gun like this is no match for a submarine-launched torpedo, which is ultimately what sank the Polynesian. Since we are at the stern, I can't resist the temptation to sink a little deeper and have a good look at the massive propeller. With artificially sunken wrecks, it is not uncommon that valuable and repurposable parts are removed before scuttling. This was of course not the case with the Polynesian. A dive site like this truly is an underwater museum. As mentioned, our bottom time is limited, so we have to start our decompression procedures. Unfortunately, the current is starting to pick up, and the decompression phase of the dive is hard work, as we have to run our scooters to stay close to the shot line to avoid drifting out to sea and getting scattered. A dive to the SS Polynesien is a big undertaking for sure, and a technical challenge. But for those Trimix divers who possess the necessary skills, it is possible to contact a registered dive center in Malta and visit this underwater heritage site and get a glimpse at this sunken but not forgotten treasure of World War I. Guys, what an amazing dive again. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Let me know in the comments, what you think of the dive. Make sure to subscribe to the DiveSAGA channel as well. And I want to give a quick shout out to Visit Malta for hosting us, and of course to Dive Systems for getting us in the water. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.